So today we are going to see how to create a 2D glow in Unity. So what is going on, guys? I'm Gabriel Aguiar, currently working on Rabbit's Tail, links below for more. We're actually going to use the scene from Rabbit's Tail, and I'm going to show you how to create a glow, how to go from here to this. We are going to add a 2D glow to a certain area of an image. So without further ado, let's jump right into this, and it would be awesome if you guys could follow our Studio Golden Bug in social media. We are developing a Metroidvania, very excited about it, so make sure to check it out. So as you can see, we are going to go from this to have a glowing plant. Really cool. I was in dire need of a glow to my game, to Rabbit's Tail, and I came up with this quick solution and I want to share with you. So the first thing we are going to need, well, is besides the image, the sprite you are trying to add glow to, we are going to need a shader. I think it's really important to mention that I'm using the 2D renderer in the universal render pipeline. By the way, that's really important because we have some features here like shader graph where we can create specific shaders for sprites. So let's do exactly that. With right click, let's go to create, and in shader we have a lot of options, but what we are going to need is a sprite lit shader graph or a sprite unlit if you don't want this to be affected by lights of the 2D scene. In my case, I want this to be affected by the lights. We have 2D lights. So I'm going to create a sprite lit shader graph. I'm going to rename this to 2D glow underscore tutorial and then double click to open this up. And the shader is very simple. In the graph inspector, make sure you have universal as the active target. And in my case, like I said, I'm using sprite lit for the material. In more recent versions, you can select if it is alpha or additive. You can try both, by the way. First thing we need is a texture 2D for the main texture, and it's super important that the reference is named like this, underscore main text, exactly like this. We don't need to assign any texture to this. Unity will automatically detect the sprite being used in the sprite render and add it to our material, to our shader. Let's then create a color for the glow color in HDR mode, leave it at black, and then create a texture 2D for the glow texture, which is basically a mask. I'm going to show you in a moment what this is. Let's sample the main texture. And to this, we are going to add something. And that something is going to be the sampled glow texture multiplied with the glow color. And this is going to be connected to the base color of our shader. Very simple, very straightforward. If we save this right now, press right click in our shader and create a material. You can rename it to whatever you want, and then we can assign this to the sprite render, to the material slot, and as you can see, not much has changed, but we have kind of a glitch, and I left it on purpose so you know what's happening. Basically, we don't have any transparency. Our shader must know what is the alpha. So let's go back to our shader, and it's actually very simple. In the last node, we can split it and access the A channel, which is the alpha channel, and connect it to the alpha input of the fragment function. Save this, and that's it. We have transparency in our sprite. And if you want a simple glow to the entire image, that's it, you have done it. You simply need to select a color, increase the intensity, probably add a global volume, and that's it. But if you want to add a glow to a specific region, you are going to need basically the same image, the same sprite. As you can see, I have an emission texture, which is exactly the same. But if I, for example, select a yellow and increase the intensity, I get a glow only in certain areas of this plant, which is great. I can select whatever color I want and it adds a nice glow. So as you can see, the trick in this image, the emission image, is to black out what we don't want to have a glow. The visible parts are the ones that are going to have a glow. as you can see. And I can quickly show you how you can do it. I'm gonna right click on my original mesh, which is a PSB file, a Photoshop large file. But I'm going to use Krita, and it's a very specific workflow with Krita. I'm gonna drag and drop the PSB, which Krita reads perfectly. I'm only going to show the plant that I want to have glow. I'm going to create a new layer. I'm gonna create a group, and on this new layer, with the brush tool, with a black color, let me just decrease the fade so it's smooth, opacity at 100, I'm going to paint like this. As you can see, it's all over the place. But we can click on this icon to only apply the black color to where there is pixels. So I'm going to hide what I don't want to have glow. You can create some fades with low opacity, basically. And then I'm going to show every single one of these plants. And I'm going to export this as a Photoshop file. This is the Krita workflow, by the way. Call it the emission 02. And I'm going to open it up again in Krita, this new file. But this time, let's turn on this icon. But this time I'm going to merge the group with Ctrl E. As you can see, we only have the plant with the exact same name. I'm gonna press Ctrl S to save this. I'm gonna go to the folder and rename the extension to PSB, because I'm using the Photoshop importer from Unity and I don't want to change the position of the plant compared to the original sprite. Once I go back to Unity, it will import the emission 02 texture, and as you can see, I can add it right here and we can see the changes happening. Obviously, if you are in Photoshop or in GIMP, you probably have a different workflow, but this is the Krita workflow. Renaming the extension to PSB. But hey, that's a little bit besides the point. Now you know how to add a glow to certain parts of your image. Basically, you need to black out what you don't want to have glow, and what is left behind will have a glow. And yes, if you want your entire image to glow, you simply need to increase the glow color and the intensity. Another important thing to mention before finishing this tutorial is that I have a global volume with bloom. That's why it's glowing. It's very simple to add one nowadays. With right-clicking your scene, you can create a global volume and then add a profile or create a new one, and on that profile you can add a bloom, a vignette, a motion blur, a lot of post-processing effects that are quite useful and will improve the aspect of your game. And they aren't that heavy, by the way. But yeah, that's it. Now you know how to create a quick glow to an entire image or to only certain parts. Please make sure to check out the game we are developing, follow us on Twitter or on Instagram or on TikTok, whatever you want, or wishlist on Steam, that would be awesome. All the links are below. As you can see, the game is getting really cool, really beautiful, so you will not be disappointed, for sure. I have tons of projects on my Patreon page, by the way, with special effects, a lot of special effects, links below, by the way. And I want to take this moment to appreciate each patron for supporting me the last month, and as usual, a quick shout out to the top tier patrons, which are 3D Sorcery, Austin Schneider, Aquiles Benitez, Aviat Tobali, Ayai Pranayanda, Cludy, Krubidubidu, Diego Marques, Duke Williams, Duitron, Edward Chai, Gabriel Orlovsky, Gilles Walter, Giuseppe Manfregra, Goblin Plague, Guilherme Trindade, Casey Miller, Canon Ansel, Mark Anum, Mograph Tech, Nat Sims, Oitsk, Pradeep Sen, Quentin Giorno, Radioactive Bullfrog, Scorpio Servo, Shanik Gauthier, Shua Meso, Steven, T. Miguel Brown, Val Verisuta, Will Hughes, Will Poilion, Shin Pyonglin, and Myonglak Sun. Thank you all for your amazing support. You guys are awesome, and you keep this channel running as well as the studio. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see everyone in the next video. Thanks, bye.